The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. We choke game, had a game, so it's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the money state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Feel it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus a mule and 8 acres, a lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'ma fuck her, then I leave her. It's the old Mac needs, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac needs.
Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep it straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, I fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through, wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dropping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tail, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the
You ready, Jim?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
Call out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life. So I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up, fantasy football hustler back at you.
What up? Bogard Scott free and I am alive.
Hi. All right. Shout out to the crew who's up in here with us, getting ready to smoke. What up, Emil? Shout out to Toronto. Let him know. Crispy said, hit that like button, good people. Happy Saturday. Yes, sir.
Happy Saturday, Dad.
Super Saiyan said, what up, stoners? What's going down? Smoke it up.
Would you do Josh Kelly for Jerry Judy straight up?
Which side would I be on?
I'm just asking.
Trade Josh Judy, like trade who? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what side would I be on? I would want to get Jerry Judy for Josh Kelly.
Right? See, Dad? You should trade me Jerry Judy for Josh Kelly. He's like, what side am I? I was like, it doesn't matter. Just say it's good. See, Crispy, you need Josh Kelly.
I thought he was trying to get you. I thought he was trying to get Josh Kelly off of you in the league.
Nah.
And let's see, Niner MMA, what up? Crispy on Twitch showing love.
What's up, Crispy again?
Kidda, smoke it up.
Yeah, kidda.
Let's see, we got a question from Cam on Facebook. Tua versus New England or Purdy versus LA? I like Purdy over a lot of people, but Tua could literally be the number one QB on the week again. Like, Brock ain't going to do that. I'm taking Tua for the upside.
Yep. I mean, Brock, there's a world he could lead us down to the goal line and just punch it in, and he could come out of that game with 200 yards and 0 passing touchdowns.
Here's one for you that I had to make specifically. Purdy or Sam, the Wolf. How?
I'm going to play Purdy.
Yeah, I pulled out. It was pulled out pause. In 2 of the 3 QB leagues, I got Purdy and Sam Howell as my late guys, and swapped in Purdy as my third QB in those leagues. In 2 leagues, I swapped out the Wolf for Purdy.
Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, it's 2 people that know each other very well. Two coaches. These are always tough matchups, bro. You know,
for sure.
The Rams and the Niners, but. You know, it's
I think the only tough division games this year for that division is going to be like the non-tough Cardinals versus everyone else.
For real, huh? I mean,
all the other,
and for them, they have a purpose here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're like, yeah, come beat us.
Like, we're gonna lose better than you. Well, actually,
we lose the style.
Actually, I forgot. Like, I mean, they almost pulled off the South Park. You know, where South Park, they're like, man, we don't want to keep winning. We want summer to be over. And they're like trying as hard as they can to lose. But they meet up with another team who is like, you know what? We lose better than you. You're going to beat our asses.
Ooh. Everybody was just standing still on the field, huh?
They got so good at losing somehow. Man, these guys are good.
They need to do an episode now where they bring that back, but then they bring in the coach, Dion. They bring in Dion.
I don't even know if that would be possible to redo it because, man, that one was so fucking funny. It was all about the dads getting into fight.
Dude, do another one, but they bring in Deion Sanders, like it's in Colorado. You know what I mean? You know, they always do like recent shit. You know what I mean?
And hey, he's in Colorado. I mean, come on.
They could have him over the top, right? Like in the press conference. Yeah, I'm a black coach. We're the best, better than all the white coaches. You know what I mean? Like you can look, they would do that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Deion in the house. What up? What up?
There he is, Deion Sanders in the chat.
Emil said, honest thoughts on Najee the rest of the season. Well, I mean, come on. They went up against the 49ers. Go look at like last year. Like 49ers were one of the toughest teams against the rush. They started it off that way again. I mean,
now, and I will say, if you wait one more week, we might get some shitty Najee again because the Browns seemingly held, Bengals to like 0 on the ground. But maybe it's because the Bengals are rusty as all hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, because listen, Najee's always going to be a buy low for me or get him for the low if he's coming off a bad game. Because people hate Najee. You know what I mean?
What up, Derek? Salute.
Salute.
Oh, man. Joe said, I'm smoking. What up? He said, but I need 3 bullets. Ooh, man. 3 bullets. We got to go in there with 3 bullets.
I was really thinking about it tough. Like, this guy is smart, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's
like,
smart, but it's straight. It's big old gorilla balls, man, because you still got to pull.
Right?
You still got to pull.
What is his whole deal anyway? I'm going to go down like a man. You know what I mean? Hey. Do it like a man, you know what I mean? Like,
I had to smack him. You want to die down here with these motherfuckers? Like, you want to die down here?
What is wrong with you? And I swear, too, it's like, you know what I mean? Like lifting that gun repeatedly over and over again, knowing the weight of it, the feel of it, getting the spin down. That's all real things. You know what I mean? There's people in the world that got it down with dice.
Yeah.
Hit it off the wall. Get the same number every time. Like, you know
boy, I just want to be there when those dice guys are at the table.
Right? I just want to see it in person one time. I mean, like, I want to see if anyone notices how they grab the dice and do they hold it.
Well, I've seen videos where they kind of show you what number you're trying to get, which way you should hold the dice.
Hold the dice.
But at the end of the day, it still comes down to the way you flick it.
And I wonder if, like, like in the eye in the sky, if they're like, say that you got the dice and you're arranging in your head, like I guess you got to be good to be able to arrange it. Like,
that don't matter because when it hits it's still gonna spin when it hits the table. So. Holding it a certain way because people, I mean, there's a lot of people who they just go up there and they got to hold it a specific way no matter what, whether they're trying to hit a specific number or not. I mean, that, besides.
Remember Taken?
Yeah.
So remember he goes to his other boy, another like secret, like fucking it's like MI6 or whatever the fuck they were, right? This guy's retired. Remember, he knows what's going on with the human trafficking. He shows up at the dude's house, remember?
Yeah.
And the dude pulls out the gun and click, click, click. And he's like, ha, whoops his ass. He's like, see, you lost your touch. You don't even know the weight of a gun and whether it's loaded or whether it's a full cartridge or one in the chamber or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like when you're trained like that, you're going to know.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, it didn't make sense to me till the mushrooms was like, oh shit, that's why he's asking for 3. Just not for just because he's making his motherfucker, oh yeah, start gambling more. You know what I mean? Because that also serves us getting them off their game a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're getting a little relaxed and start to like him. I like this guy. Let's spend some money. He's crazy. Yeah. They're paying all the money. It's time. Yeah. You know what I mean? 3 bullets, motherfucker.
They still had to fucking each pull once. Like, that's the crazy part out of everything. You got a fucking 3 out of 6 chance, 50-50 shot that it's in the chamber, and they still had to pull it once each.
But, I mean, see, for Nikki, I felt like he was spinning it and just praying to fucking God. You know what I mean? Or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I feel like for Mike, he was like, okay. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I felt like he knew. You know what I mean? I don't know how I could prove this. I swear.
He just had to, he just knew it somehow. I don't know.
I mean, maybe even Nikki knew it somehow, subconsciously, because he did that shit for a long time after.
Yeah. Crazy.
Even when he spun it in the end to take himself out. Like, I'm like, was it awful? Like, that would have been crazy if they opened, when he's crying and he opens it and it was only one missing.
Well, he didn't spin it, right? It was the dude, whoever, the moderator or whatever the fuck you want to call him, the guy, the host.
Oh yeah, that's right. They spin it.
He would get it. It was like everyone would be silent. It was like the bullet goes up, says something, and it says something in Vietnamese or Chinese or whatever. He was talking to him. Yeah, and then put it in, spin that shit. And then I don't know how they choose who goes first, but I mean, he just handed it over to Nikki.
I think it's a fucking one after another. I guess you lose a coin flip or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Here goes Mike on in the Dynasty Fantasy group. He said, we got any trust in Zay Flowers this week. Trust is a strong word, but I'm rolling him out there in a couple places.
I am, because I feel like for everybody who's excited for a Justice Hill, like being like a scat back or whatever, I think that's going to be a lot more. Zay Jones going to be a receiver, but also a guy that carries out of the backfield. Oh, yeah, Zay Flowers. Sorry. I don't know. It just goes 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Zay Flowers, Zay Marijuana, right? He's over here. He's going to get all that short 8-dot stuff. And the Bengals got decent pass rush. And the Ravens already had a bad offensive line, and now they're going to be down their left tackle and their center, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like Zay Flowers.
Let's see, who is this on Facebook? Alan. He said Sanders, Dylan, Kelly. Who you like? Who you starting? Damn, probably
Dylan, Kelly, Sanders for me.
Yeah,
I just don't like Sanders like that. I'm probably wrong about him too.
I'm gonna go Dylan this week versus the Falcons, but I'd leave Kelly third on my list here. I'd go Dylan, Sanders, Kelly.
I do respect Tennessee's run defense. Like they're a funnel defense too. It's almost like people they target that their secondary, knowing that that's where they're gonna get to the success. Versus like, all right, let's keep trying to run. Plus, here comes the Chargers. They're gonna sling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of hope. I'm not expecting too much from Josh Kelly on the ground. With you, let's go. We'll go in that order.
And let's see, who is this? This is, hold up, trying to open up the other group. Let's see, this is Michael. I said, what up, boys? If you had to pick 2 to start, Shaheed, Collins, Dotson, Algier.
Algier and Dotson.
I'm going Algier and Shaheed.
I guess we could pick on Carolina, huh? Yeah,
they lost
in Carolina.
And they lost J.C. Horns. I mean, they lost their top cornerback over there. Safety play. I mean, they got a bunch of old safeties over there. Like I had some hope for like IDP over there for those guys, Xavier Woods and Von Bell, but they're just too old. They looked hella slow in last week's game. Not worried about them anymore.
And I'm okay with Dotson too, but yeah, I'm gonna pivot with you to Shaheed. It's hard to believe in him.
It is.
Like
it's Derek Carr being crazy and throwing it up there. He did it multiple times. It wasn't necessarily the best like passes that he got up there, but he hit him multiple times. He was looking.
And they are playing. I mean, are they in New Orleans?
No.
Okay, they're on the road. I hate road car.
I hate home car and road car.
I just hate Carr. And his brother too. I hate his brother too. His fucking brother's annoying.
He sucks. Steven said, I got you, Alex, this weekend Superflex. Better bring your A game to the table.
It's funny because when he says Superflex, like, which one?
I know.
Got you, bro.
Derek said we may not have Zach Martin or B. Cooks for our game. I mean, Brandon Cooks, they said, is a game time decision. Zach Martin, he got added to the injury report on Thursday. That always sucks.
I mean, shit, it's the wrong time to have your offensive line banged up. As bad as the Jets may be on offense, that defense nasty.
Yeah, that defense.
I'm playing Mac Jones over Dak in a couple of joints, just because of like, what if it's a super lower scoring game plus the bad matchup, like all these things. I'm just like, okay, Dak, you're really fucking letting me down so far, Dak. I'm supposed to hate Dak, and then I always say I love Dak for fantasy, like right. No, I don't like that right now. You show me something.
And who's this Facebook user who asked, will Fields ball today? Isaiah said, will Fields slang the ball this week? Versus the Bucks, I'm going to say he has a better shot of what he did last week, but I don't have too much confidence in Fields throwing it to anyone other than DJ Moore this week.
I think Komet and DJ Moore are in play. Komet because tight ends suck so bad that he's actually in play because of the matchup.
Yeah, for sure.
and then also like it's going to be tougher for them to run on the Buccaneers. So it's probably going to have to come via air, even if he's checking into the running backs. Like I think that's going to be the type of because they're going to be sending the house at him.
Right.
It's Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles is going to send that pass rush. I don't even know who the fuck they got up there, but he's sending them. You know what I mean? Like they might not have hit home as much as they could have on Kirk Cousins last week, but they were hitting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Fields, I would say their line only shows up good on paper because they have a rushing QB. You know what I mean?
And Randy on Facebook, I said I can't. He said I can't get on board with that dude. Who are we talking about? That was like 5 minutes ago. Who can't you get on board with? And who's the Facebook user who said Fields threw it 37 times last week? That's slanging it. Yeah, but when you don't do that good, throwing it that
I see, and if that's what we need, give me it to me so I can get it. Like this week in a single QB dynasty, I played Kirk Cousins over Fields because I'm like,
he threw it 37 times, and his top receiver was Darnell Mooney with 53 yards. Ain't nobody starting out Darnell Mooney last week.
You know, it's crazy.
Deeply.
Green Bay doesn't even have like ridiculous pass rush at all, but they were like, this guy was running all day. You know what I mean? They had to dump it off quick all day, so everything was short. Who was that dude?
Hyatt or Wyatt or something? Their interior defensive lineman. He had like 1.5 sacks or some shit.
Like he was in there all day.
Yeah.
How about this? Even the big Mooney play that didn't really come until garbage time, bro. And they were basically in garbage time that entire fourth quarter. It was a blowout. You know what I mean?
And Tino said, skip NCAA. Bunch of blowouts today. Can't give us any blowouts to bet on. We could just money line like 5 of them or something. 6 of them. Whatever will let us win a couple bucks. What up, Ed Tay? Kid said, I'm glad people drafted Najee high. He was not drafted high.
He went undervalued. That's why I have a bunch of Najee.
Yeah, I drafted him in like the 4th round, like multiple times in these super flex leagues.
Mm-hmm. Felt good about it too.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it. I've been trying to buy Najee this week from everybody. No one wants to do it.
And One Nation said, you got any upsets on Sunday's games? Haven't really looked at them all the way yet, but we can.
The Jets?
Yeah,
the Jets upset.
That game's got trap game written all over it.
I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't bet on it, but that's the one that, like, I bet you no one thinks is gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the last time,
how about the Cardinals over the Giants? Like everyone thinks the Cardinals are just gonna come out and lose.
I like that one too. But also for Survivor, I'm saying everyone just take the Giants.
Fuck that, man. Their defense is so bad, and their offense
don't want to win.
Their offense
don't want to win, bro. They don't want to win, bro.
Their offense is trash. Their defense is trash. I don't know how good their special team is or isn't, but Giants are all bad. Giants are.
It was the weather, and it was a good Dallas team. Week 1, they're Arizona don't want to win, bro.
Did we think last year that the Giants defense was like any good? Like all they added was Okereke, really.
Well,
and they lost a couple pieces.
It's really who they had last year, which made them better. Is they brought in Wink Martindale.
Right. Yeah.
And he was with the Ravens for the longest. You know what I mean? He always had that Ravens but then it's like people figure out Wink Martindale's defense because if that's what we're seeing for week 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, and then here comes Arizona, low key. You know, new head coach Gannon. He actually was the DC for the Eagles last year, so he's familiar with this team. Maybe that is the trap game. Maybe Arizona does. They go 1-1. I don't think so. They want to go 0-2, baby.
I mean, even the worst teams, though, right? Like, fuck, even the worst teams usually still win 1 or 2 games. I mean, we've only seen it happen. Was that the only time with the winless team? The one time?
Yep.
The Lions?
Yep.
Ever?
Yep. It was Dan Orlovsky.
And stud.
Right? Goes 0-16 for the Lions. And guess what? When the Colts lost Peyton Manning, and they were like, how are we going to get Andrew Luck next year in the draft? Bring in Dan Orlovsky. 1-15 that year. Let's go. They get Andrew Luck.
That's fucking hilarious. So I'm just going through right now just to see what it would end up being, but I'm pretty much putting every single money line that's just like insanely like high. And say,
Oh, you're
even if we only put $1 each, you know, like who cares, right? Like this is like,
yeah, I think I got a couple dollars in the chamber. What you do? Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do it. Whatever you want to do. Let's do it. Fuck it.
and it'll just be all the ones who have the insane money lines, and we'll see how many we got to add to actually like make it to where we could win money somehow off of it, off $1. Because I know, you know, the farther they are apart, the harder it is to actually get any kind of positive money like going.
Man, this shit is crazy. Week 2.
Damn. I added 15 games and you still only win 30 cents for every $1. That gets put out as 15 games, but that's how far fucking lopsided.
Is there a section where we can just donate already?
I know, right?
Give them the money, man.
Man, it's all these games that are supposed to be the cinch. 10,000, you know, ones. So we'll just move those, we'll just remove those out and see what it ends up being. How many games left? Because there's a lot where it's like plus minus 1,000, minus 3,000.
Yeah, fuck all that.
I know. Let's see.
Let's start looking at something for tomorrow already. Because I know, like, I know what fucked me up last week was like, we're, you know, all the last minute start and sits, you know what I mean? And I'm doing my shit too, and I forgot. Oh shit, we didn't even put nothing down.
Yeah. Man, why does games got to be so whack for college? Because yeah, they don't want you to bet the money lines like at all. And most of these spreads that I'm seeing today, it's all bad. It's like, you know, everything's like 20
million
points. I mean, those seem like the more conservative games are the 20 plus points. I mean, I see a couple for like,
and those are usually the ones like if it's like 20, you know, if it's like plus 20 something, I'm taking it, man.
Yeah. And Derek said, I hate college. I can't watch it. Yeah, I don't even really watch it either, but it is fun making little $1 parlay bets on stuff.
Oh, Derek, so you would say college is terrible?
It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's terrible. It's terrible. You got to say it twice, too, huh? Terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. So I guess we're not doing any college bets. It's also pretty close to like 9 o'clock as well.
I mean, Tino did say too, fucking stay away from it. It's all blowouts.
Yeah.
He knows something that
I know, but see, it's like it's those blowouts. Like where's the ones who it's like the people who are supposed to blow them out? They're playing on the road and they got these insane, like Kansas versus Nevada. I don't know how shitty Nevada is, but they're at home and they got plus 28.5. The over is 58.5. It's like you really just need them to score like one touchdown, maybe 2 field goals, maybe, and maybe they cover.
Nevada, is that where Matt Corral came from a couple years ago?
I have no idea.
I remember he was lightweight balling.
Yeah, there's so many of these games too where they won't even let you bet the money line.
Because they probably just don't have enough info on them, huh? Smaller schools.
No, it's probably not that. It's probably so lopsided in one way that they're taking it away, because the whole goal for them is to make the odds somewhere to where it's 50% bet on one side, 50% bet on the other.
They're like, all right, plus 60.
And seeing it's like, yeah, you got to make it so high, like on one side, like, you know, it's minus 10,000, you know, on one side, and then it's like plus 6,000 on the other side.
Yeah, and then you look at the spreads like plus 60, and plus 65. And then, well, what's the point total? 70. It's like, oh yeah, degenerate gamblers are just taking out. You know what? I like those odds.
That's some good odds.
I'll take plus 60.
Yeah, see, it's crazy. All the teams that were the road favorites, like the minus 10,000 money lines,
the roads,
but they were on the road. All those games just got removed right now, like money line. You can't bet on those.
Roads.
Rudes.
Roads.
But yeah, that'll be good. We'll get some Sunday action going. What time's Colorado's game today? That's the only game I'm really interested in watching. Dion's gonna actually get me watching college football just to watch him whoop up on some crackers.
I would say that.
Yeah, Tino, give me a heads up so I don't have to look through fucking 70 games. What time's the Colorado game today? And Julio, he said Khalil Herbert for Zay Jones, full PPR. Got Bijan, Algier, Pollard, Connor.
If I need receiver, I try to send them Connor for something better. Maybe Connor and Herbert. See if I can get a better receiver than Kirk.
Yeah, that'd be good because I mean,
Kirk
got
Bijan,
Algier, and Pollard as your top three. He's got Jeff Wilson in the IR. Well, hopefully in the IR, so he's got him.
Hey, he'll probably come in. He'll probably come in to play at one point or another. I promise, bro. If they don't bring in any other running back, because like watch A-Chain get in there and he take that wrong hit, he's hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, is it, you know, they kind of bringing that Niner. They're bringing that Niner cursed running backfield with them, bro.
Damn, Colorado plays the night game tonight. Oh, they're putting him in prime time now.
You know why?
Big time.
He's probably saying they don't like the black man in prime time. Oh, no, we do. No, we do. They're like, you know, it's funny too, because now that Colorado is like, it helps this network's bottom line. Like, no, put him in prime time. He's prime time. He's Neon Dion, right?
Oh, they got a shitty game today. They're playing Colorado State. I mean, I know Nebraska wasn't ranked, but everyone was saying how they were still going to whoop up on them because of the quality of their team last week. I don't know who the hell Colorado State is or if they ever, like, I mean, I'm sure it's just one of their shitty conference games. They're about to whoop on them.
It's going to go crazy locally. That's for sure.
Spread's minus 23.5, and it's 63.5 over under.
I don't know nothing about it, but I'll take Sanders and them to cover that.
It just sounds like a fun game. Like,
sounds like a beating.
I know. I almost want to bet the over and on Colorado in that, just on the spread. Let's see what it actually is.
That one scares those. The backdoor covers are real because you're gonna want that over to hit, and then there's gonna be some garbage time. You know what I mean?
It is their garbage time when you got Travis Hunter on both sides of the ball and then just take a greasy old kick to the house in the fourth quarter. I mean, it's still not like it's still just one game, so it's not like, I mean, even that, you know, even if we threw a couple bucks, I mean, we would double if we do minus 23.5 and the over on 63.5. Yeah, I just like Tino said, we're not going to do it. We just can't win any money off of it. It's just not going to be fun.
Yeah. So let's take Colorado State then.
And Tino said, nah, Huss, don't do it, bro. They bench players in college. I mean, I don't know. I know that they are, but would they bench Shador though? Would they bench like their studs on you know, would they make Travis Hunter not go both ways?
I think he might even mean like if Colorado's whooping up on Colorado State, the state can start sitting their guys and just like, all right, let's just get out of here unscathed. Is that what he means?
Well, I don't know, because that would work better for the bets that we were trying to do. But no, I'm assuming he's talking about Colorado winning, being up, and then benching some of their guys.
I don't know nothing.
Oh, yeah. See, Tino said no, they do not bench their players. They'll let Sanders get 600 yards.
See? We have logic now.
Yeah, see, I mean, could Colorado not cover the spread and cover the over damn near by themselves? I mean, shit, I guess we would need, I mean, even if they score 40 something, I guess we would still need Colorado State to.
I'd take the over in Colorado State to cover that.
Colorado State, huh? The 23.5?
Yeah. And the over, what's that pay?
Dennis said he wants in on the degenerate bets. Well, see, that's the thing. Betting on both of those, like either way, I mean, it's still just minus 110, minus 115, like on both of them. So either way, it's not.
So I'd rather be on the more liable side.
I mean, it's minus 105 for Colorado State to minus 115 for the spread. So I mean, it's not, you know. I think they found a spot that they are comfortable getting people on both sides of that bet.
Both sides of the bet?
I mean, I don't know. Even if we did like $1 each, you know, like, I mean, it's more about just like the act of getting the bet in that we think we could win.
See what let's look with some of these games tomorrow. Let's see what we got going for tomorrow.
Yeah, and actually, you know, before we do that, let's get through some of these questions.
Oh yeah, we got questions. Let's knock those. That's more important.
Let's see. James, 2 wide receivers, RB and a flex, Chase, Higgins. All right, well, here's one thing I'm just going to remind everyone. You don't need to throw guys like Chase or Hill or like anybody like that. Like, we're always going to
you play those guys.
Yeah.
You play those guys.
So we're not even putting Chase in here. So we need 1 wide receiver, 1 RB.
And yes, we're starting Chase. That's what he means.
That's what we mean. Like, Chase should be in this
we're not putting Chase in here. He might be like, oh, so don't start Chase.
Yeah, no, Chase is starting. He's not involved in this question because he's starting. That's what I mean.
There you go.
So 1 wide receiver, 1 RB, 1 flex. Higgins, Zay Flowers, Josh Kelly, Mixon, James Cook, Najee. I'm a little nervous about Mixon tomorrow. I mean, they have all the DBs that are missing. Like, do they literally just like keep throwing it? Because
and they have Roquan and Queen.
Yeah. I'm gonna start Higgins though versus this completely banged up Ravens secondary.
Yep. No Marlon Humphreys. They got a youngster. I think he's a sophomore. So let's pick on him. But yeah, no. They're down to their backup safeties, right? At least one of them's down. Marcus Williams.
And
I'm gonna go. I'm with you. And we need 1 more flex, right?
Well, we need 1 RB and a flex. And Cade just hopped in and said, hey, what's up? How's it going? I'm new. And we'll get to your questions. Wanted to shout you out, let you know you got to wait a few minutes because we're still answering the questions.
What up, Cade? Welcome.
I don't like Josh Kelly's matchup. I'm leaving him out. Zay Flowers could potentially be in the mix because I think he's
probably Zay for me. I do like the idea of Kelly's gonna get he could get 20 plus touches, bro. And he could just ugly volume his way to a game.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers seems a lot more fun though. But yeah, so that's how I'm gonna do it for your flex. If you want a high upside, it's gonna be Zay Flowers for me. If you want some remnants of a safe floor, it's Josh Kelly. But it's against a bad matchup. But the floor is coming from the volume.
And now we got 1 RB. Kelly, Mixon, James Cook, Najee.
It's Najee.
Yeah.
Save you. Najee, save me on a Monday.
Yeah.
That's what I hope we're saying.
James Cook would be the most second for me.
Yeah. I do like that matchup too, because man, the Bills are about to bounce back and fuck the Raiders up.
Yeah. Could it be just so much through the air for the Bills that Cook, doesn't get 15 to 20 touches? If he doesn't get in the end zone, is it going to be a bad game?
And I still am not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm still not there yet with James Cook. He's still it's just a better guy playing the Singletary role. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Robert said, hey, yo, Chico, what up? He said, morning. Hey, pick 2 wide receivers, Dubs, Godwin, Reynolds. Godwin's going to be in.
Yep.
Really bad
second Dubs for me.
Yeah, I think I'm doing that as well. I do like the matchup, Reynolds versus the Seahawks, but yeah, Dubs, if he's the go-to guy in the red zone, we want that guy.
Fun fact, Matthew Stafford in a 1 point for every 25 passing league, 6 points passing tugs, averaged 28 points at home. This is Jared Goff. My bad, I said Matthew Stafford, didn't I?
Yeah.
Jared Goff. Every time I think of Detroit, it makes me think of Stafford still. Is that weird? I don't know. Jared Goff averaged 28 fantasy points at home last year. Seattle, they just gave up 3 bills to Matthew Stafford last week. That's why I like Josh, but I'm going the other way.
And this is Facebook user. This is Jim. What up, Jim? And he said, yo, what's up? Better flex starter, Dylan, Edwards, Shaheed. We'll go with Dylan as the safer play. Shaheed would be the more upside play.
Bong.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with that Edwards shit.
Super Saiyan, would y'all play Brees Hall? My other running back is fucking James Conner. I'd play Brees over Conner.
Yeah, fuck James Conner. Oh, man, I hate James Conner. Because I hate what he does to people. He's gonna die on everybody when it matters, like playoffs or some bullshit. Or
Minnesota Viking Queen said Dak playing with our emotions.
all hail the Viking Queen.
fucking.
I'm playing the Mac over Dak, bro.
That's ugly.
McCorkle over Dakota.
Let's see. Dion said pick 2 flexes: Pittman, Rashad White, Cook, Bourne, Higbee. Pittman.
Pittman and Cook.
And Bourne.
I'm going Pittman and Cook. What's the status on like Devontae Parker even? You know what I mean?
Yeah. We don't know. It ain't good. I know that much.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm going with Cook over on my other pick.
Let's see. And Ed said, who would you play this week over Dak? A lot of people. Just give us like who you
McCorkle. McCorkle Jones, maybe. And listen, Dak's not a bad play. I just don't expect a lot because I'm not expecting a lot from the Jets side of the ball.
Yeah.
They're both good defenses after week 1, plus kind of picking up where they left off last season. So it's not like this is out of nowhere. Could be consistent with the defenses. So I expect a lower scoring game too. You know what I mean?
Stranger said, believe in the Cleveland Clowns. They achieved negative perfection too under Hugh. Yeah, it was bad for a long, long, long time. And what did Tino say? Can you bet college props? I don't know. I didn't look. And who is this? Can't tell. Facebook user said, yo, who's the better flex play? Oh, we already answered that.
Where's that new guy's question at?
Let's see.
Cade?
Yeah, we still haven't made it all the way down there. Let's see.
Okay. All good.
Hold on. Here we go. Couple. Okay, we almost made it. Cruz said Puka or Elijah Moore at wide receiver 3. Elijah Moore because Puka didn't practice all week and going up against the Niners. Could be a Fugazi out there.
If you just have an expectation of a WR3, Puka's probably the one that gets more volume here. It sucks when you're not there on a Thursday and Friday. You could be just out of the game plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's when you put all the major installments that Thursday and that Friday. You know what I mean? The Friday is the walkthrough. The Friday is the final installments, and the Saturdays are the walkthroughs of everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll probably go Elijah Moore. Get him in that big bright lights on a Monday night, bro. But the volume play is definitely the Puka. And you never know if he doesn't play, this figures itself out. At least you gotta pivot on a Monday if you are considering Puka.
What up, Terrell? JJ Keats lost an RB injury this week. Need a waiver wire pickup. Roshan, Warren, Zeke, Gus.
Roshan.
Yeah, come on, man. Roshan. He shouldn't even be there.
Yeah, go pick him up right now. I'm not, and if you have to start him, it's not the greatest matchup, but like he's the guy you want for the rest of the season for real. You know what I mean?
Terrell said Mostert or Hall. Hall, man.
Hall.
JJ Keats, Muth or Henry. Go Henry. Hunter Henry.
Yep.
And here goes Cade, who made it down to him. He said, who should I start the flex? Mostert, Dotson, Edwards, Nico.
Nico for the volume. If you I'll just go Nico for the volume.
Yeah.
It might be Davis Mills, bro. I like that even better. Let's go. Let's get it on.
Get it on.
Judge Davis Mills lanes. Are they expecting Stroud to play? Because I wouldn't even want that either. You're gonna get a shitty Stroud because it's his shoulder is on his throwing arm that's hurt.
Oh man, we got another little bitch in the dynasty group. Stop tagging me, and it's not crispy. Oh man,
it's all good. Just ban them for life.
I know, it's crybabies.
It's funny. It's like, well, you're in the group.
I think it might even be more fun to just start suspending for like a month where they can't do anything.
Suspend them for a day.
Nah,
and then put them on the list. Because you just made the list, right? And then, you want to act up again? A month.
You just made the list.
Oh man.
Put him on the list. You got his name down, right?
Yeah.
Good. Spend him for a day. Spend him for a day.
Peacock's gonna have back-to-back kids' birthday parties. Oh man, it's gonna be a little rough.
I mean, this is what's cool though, because like Peacock is awesome. He conquered the drinking mountain. He doesn't drink anymore. Cause see, that's usually where it's like I'm like, hell yeah, I got 2 kids parties to go back to back because kids parties is lit, bruh. We in the parent session turning up. You know what I mean?
Maybe it depends on if it's like a white kid's like birthday party or if it's like a Mexican or just any kind of minorities. If it's a minority's birthday party,
all my friends' kids, they're mine. My kids' parties, my friends' kids, that it's turning up. We was at what was it? It was my nephew's party when I first moved out here. My sister and them, they've been out here, and so like it was at the roller skating rink. I was like, hell yeah, eating some shrooms. Then we're at the bar, so they're getting turned.
And
I didn't know my brother gets down too on the roller skates. My brother-in-law, not Candlestick, but my sister's husband. He's over there killing it, and I'm like, oh, you get a couple drinks in you now, you can skate, huh?
Joe said it's weird. Puka almost has more targets than AJ Brown. Well, yeah, but now you didn't practice all week either.
But also, AJ Brown was covered by week 1. He was covered by a Belichick secondary. Week 2, he's covered by Byron Murphy by himself, pretty much. You know what I mean? And then here's Puka. No one even knew who the fuck he was. See, I don't think Seattle knew what to expect. They're treating Van Jefferson like the one, on defense, right? And then Puka's just getting it all. I mean, like, that's smart coaching. What is it? This week's gonna be 2-2 or something out of nowhere on my Niners. Like, just okay, what to not expect? That's like, isn't that not the Sean McVay way? How frustrating was it back in the days when it was just Cooper Kupp and Woods before the big Cooper Kupp year, right? Even before 29, it's like frustrating, right? They're like WR2s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh.
And Davlin, who the hell are you talking about? He said, is Aaron playing? Oh, Aaron Jones. That's what it might be talking about. He said they're keeping it real quiet. He said, got to play Akers, Flowers, Puka. Flowers?
It would be, Flowers, Puka, Akers in that order for me.
Yeah.
And if Aaron Jones plays, you play him.
This is funny. Cesar said, kind of embarrassing seeing Brown crying on the sidelines for targets. Is it crying or is he saying, get me the goddamn ball? Because he got 2 targets right there. Right after that, one of them was for a touchdown. It got called back because of dumbass Rashad Penny. Bogey.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease. I love it. Cry some more. Because next week, who they got? Who the Eagles play next week? I don't give a fuck who it is. Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Who do they play next week? The Bucks.
Let's go.
What up, Devo? Shout out to Marty over on Twitch. What up? What up?
Trade for AJ Brown right now.
And it's different. I mean, I don't know. I bet there's a lot of people that AJ Brown could fuck up.
There's a lot of people that don't even watch the games. Didn't even know that he got a touchdown. I was called back by stupid Rashad Penny.
Yeah, what an asshole, man. What an asshole. And YouTube Great Fortnite Cookie, what up? 2 QB league, Stafford or Baker as the second QB. It ain't going to be Stafford versus the Niners, so I'll go Baker.
My man, 620. Hey, he's gonna throw all over Chicago. Come on.
Dennis is still coming out of the mushroom rabbit hole. He said, if you chase the rabbit into the rabbit hole, but you come out of the hole with no rabbit, was there ever really a rabbit?
Of course there was, man. It was you. You were the rabbit.
Cena 23. Is this John Cena?
John Cena sucks.
John Cena sucks. Start AJ Dillon over Miles Sanders. Yeah, but it's super close. That's assuming that Aaron Jones doesn't play.
Yep. And Carolina, they're playing against really tough Saints run defense. So and for what it's worth, Atlanta, their secondary is really better, but Still run on them.
And CZG, what up? Said got to start 3 out of the 4. So we either start 3 out of the 4 or we sit one of the two. Mixon, Chubb, Kelly, James Cook.
Mixon, Chubb, Kelly, James Cook.
I'm gonna sit Kelly out of the bunch.
Yeah,
just as tough of a matchup as Mixon.
Mm-hmm.
Chubb's about to eat on the Steelers. Their run game is their run defense is horrible.
Terrible.
It's terrible. Like Derek, it's terrible.
Terrible. You're terrible, Bogey.
And Tino said, "Facts, Bogey. Puka out of nowhere was never on my radar. At least, yeah. I mean, well, it's because like we're only thinking about Cooper Kupp, like until he got hurt,
and then you see him get the rub routes and like we moved in and out of the slot, and then like get in motion. Like, oh, that's everything Kupp used to do. They're doing it with that guy. Wow.
And it's all about like the path
then
to like.
Then he gets the abdominal. That's the thing too. He gets hurt. I'm like, I told everyone to flip him. No, man, because I was like, I have him like in 3 places. One dynasty.
It was the path to the starting job because if Kupp's playing, he's nowhere sniffing any of this kind of stuff. It would be Van Jefferson out there looking bad, and then probably would still be Tutu out there because he's been around longer than Puka. But yeah, it's really just like no one there. Kupp gets injured. Their whole team is trash, and he just had his name written like bigger on his name tag than everybody else. So Matthew Stafford remembered his name. He put his name and his number.
There was like blurbs over the offseason, like where they're like bigging him up, like, oh, this Puka kid. But I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, he's never even gonna see the field. Like, that's in my mind, right?
Yeah.
Fifth rounder. I'm like, but I didn't know, like, he was like super dope, apparently.
Yeah.
I still don't even know that. You know what I mean? You know me too. I don't give a fuck what it is. How many, if they're getting hella volume, I'll just throw it in there based on that. Like Josh Kelly this week. Josh Kelly's dope. If he's getting all the work, still a bad matchup. So it's just volume play this week. You throw it in there because you know you're gonna get volume.
And shout out to our man Bakes a lot. What up, bro? He said I just jumped up 2 tiers in Patreon. Fuck YouTube. Appreciate it, bro, because that supports the channel. Get you more access as well. And yeah, appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you, bro. You the man.
Yeah, man. And it was a pleasure meeting you in real life too. That was really awesome to see. You know what I mean? The match of face with the usernames. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Like I swear too, when I met Ghost Monkey, he didn't look nothing like I expected, bro. Because I promise you, I was expecting actual Ghost Monkey. You know what I mean?
I was expecting to see through him,
like a transparent, like monkey ghost. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah,
smoking weed with me.
It's fucking awesome. It's good times. Good times. Elias, what up? He said, can you guys bench 2 of these players for me? I'm assuming everyone is healthy. Michael Thomas, Brees, Pacheco, Kelly, Zach Moss, McLaurin, Puka.
I mean, you sit
2. I'll sit Kelly. It's crazy because for this last one, it's like I kind of don't want to play Pacheco, but there's other people worse on this list. I'll actually leave Michael Thomas on the list. It's McLaurin and Puka for these last 2. McLaurin being hurt and got the tough ass matchup against Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, if we're just gonna play it like that, for sure. I don't really want to. I mean, he has good options, so I can play the matchups, right?
Yeah,
I'll sit the same 3.
Same. Well, so I mean, we'd have to pick on McLaurin or Puka.
Yeah. Oh, I think we're sitting 3.
No, he said sit 2 of the bunch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll stick with the volume on Kelly, and then I'll get rid of Puka and McLaurin.
Ooh, you're gonna get rid of both the wide receivers. Okay.
Yeah, it's bad matchups, and Puka's hurt. I mean, what if he doesn't go?
Yeah.
At least you got the one. What time is the Chargers game's in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Puka and McLaurin are both in the second set of games.
Okay. So, okay, how about that then? I'll sit Kelly, and then if Puka don't go, I'll rock McLaurin out there. Does that make sense?
Well, but you said you'll.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's the morning.
No, well, you picked 2. You picked 2 to sit, so you just said you'd sit.
Yeah, I'll take the 2 receivers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd sit Kelly and I'd sit Puka here. At least Terry was out there practicing this week, but yeah, tough matchup. Peacock said the squeaky mouse gets the cheese.
That was Antonio Brown or what? He was always squeaking like a motherfucker, huh?
Crispy said, call me about Bogey. He said, you know what I'm saying. What?
What do you say? Who said that? I mean,
said, call me about Penny Bogey. And he said, you know what I'm saying.
Who said this?
Crispy.
Call him about Penny. I don't have any Penny. I don't want Penny from you either. If that's what he's saying. I got Kelly for you, though. Maybe he meant Kelly.
What did Tino say? Tino said,
I need Dad's phone number. I'd probably make more trades with Dad if I had his direct line.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to PB and Waivers, who said he's landing in Vegas. And Tino said, have fun, PB. And he said, check out the Cosmopolitan for the food and the Best Friends Park in MGM. Favorite restaurant. Nice.
Cool. Yeah, and have a safe flight.
Man, you know what's crazy is so MGM and Caesars. I don't know which hotels specifically. It might have, just straight up been MGM and Caesars, but they said that their whole system got hacked, and anyone who stayed at their hotel in like the last couple months, they got all their shit.
You know what's crazy, bro? So it's to my understanding, it's Caesars, MGM, and then the Bellagio folks. They pretty much own all the hotels between the three of those.
I thought it was the Wynn guy.
The Wynn guy. There you go. Yeah, because he owns the Bellagio. That's right. The Wynn guy, all of it.
Yeah.
Basically, you know what I mean?
And Tino said, hack, they steal money. Not money, but credit card information and all that kind of shit.
You know what's crazy? Shout out to all my Nigerian homies, bro, because they're always like putting it in the chat. Because like the Nigerians worldwide are like the craziest super high-tech finessers right now.
Yeah.
Right? And you want to know fun
COVID
fact?
for sure.
So look at this. In Sicily, right? Obviously, the history, so I don't need to get in that, right? But there's a large Nigerian population in Sicily, right? And the existing mafia, the existing, underworld syndicate is directly connected with the Nigerians. It's unheard of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unheard of because they would never, the Italians and especially the old time Sicilians, they would have never fucked with the blacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Tino, you better cancel that credit card just in case, whatever one you might have used when you booked over there. That's what I'd do, just safe.
But also, if you got, 9 times out of 10 people is paying that extra couple of dollars for that security shit. You know what I mean? Or they already offering whatever package you sign up for, whatever card. You know what I mean? Where you should get the alerts for any time, someone was at Target and tried to buy some shit, fucking in Connecticut. I'm like, what? I'm not in Connecticut. You know what I mean? My girl gets that shit all the time. I'm like, damn, babe. I'm like, you didn't swipe it somewhere in the wrong place. I'm like, just cancel the card, get a new one.
Yeah.
It really is simple. You get it in a week. What's today? Yeah, if you were to cancel it and then order one now, you'll get it sent. Monday starts your 5 days. You'll get it by the following Monday or Tuesday.
Tino said, "Nah, I'm gonna write it out." He said, "Let's say it's 5-6 claims." He said, "I made it. I made it that it was them."
Nice.
The scammers.
Listen, bro. I think you need to look into something bigger here. Right? You call the little 800 shit. Listen, I got these claims. I think it's the folks at MGM. You might need to, listen, I'm gonna send you down a rabbit hole. You might want to do some investigation. And then there's a lowly operator. He's like, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this and make my career. And then
how come all these purchases happen 2 miles away from the billing residence?
I guess you could all the charges you had in Vegas, right? But also too, if you're a diamond,
it didn't happen when he was in Vegas though. It just happened over the weekend or something. but it was they got everyone. Well, and I don't know how much information, but I mean, it's just, you know, that's what they're saying. It's like tens of thousands of like just names and credit card numbers and all that shit.
I mean, at least for people, if you book, you don't have to fucking put a card on it until you get there. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it could have just been like whoever was on the system at the time, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. See, that's scary, right? There's a motherfucker, he's probably like 13 years old. Watch this.
About to get him right now.
You're smart, man. A little kid in India. Just
what up, PB and waivers? He said, like the stream. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Smash that like button. Joe said, I'm going down the Hawaii fire rabbit hole. Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of conspiracies about like what happened there, and it's kind of crazy how like The Rock and Oprah, like they bought up a whole bunch of the land and like shit like that, and I don't know, a lot of weird things going on.
You ever heard to rebuild it, you have to tear it down or whatever the saying is, right? We'll burn it down and rebuild from the ashes.
And Tina said, LOL, it's even worse. They live in my neighborhood.
I'm in fear. I'm in fear of my safety now. So those steak dinners that I had at that Michelin restaurant, yeah, they stole that shit.
I just put it. M. Dave, he said 420 kids need to drop one. Gabe Davis, Charbonnet, Nico, Puka, Quentin Johnston. It's between Charbonnet and Quentin Johnston on who to drop.
Yeah, and if I don't have Walker, peace out, Charbonnet. I don't really care. Or even before I drop him, maybe take a shot at taking Quentin Johnston and Zach Charbonnet, and I'm gonna go to the Ken Walker guy and see if I can poach one good piece off of him, maybe even just off his bench. You know what I'm saying? Then I have that empty spot now.
Yeah, because if you get that, you just want to make sure it's better than any waiver wire guy you can pick up, and then it is one.
Exactly. Otherwise, I'll just I'll cut ties with Charbonnet.
Yeah.
I like the fact that at any given moment, Keenan Allen or Mike Williams could get hurt like their injury history shows, and then like Quentin Johnston could be a thing.
And shit, Mike Williams did already get hurt.
I'm just saying, right? And he is new Mike Williams. That's his build. That's that we. You know what I mean?
It's too bad he can't fucking catch.
I know, right? He's literally Cloverfield. Is that what's his name? Cloverleaf. Come on, help me out here. 7-Up guy. 7-Up yours.
Oh, Clifford Franklin.
Clifford Franklin. He can literally get behind anyone. Can't catch for shit though. Clifford Franklin Johnston. Clifford Johnston.
Oh man, fucking Clifford Franklin. Are you the man tonight, Clifford Franklin?
Always talking in the third person. I love it.
Hell yeah. It's the same story, different chapter, girl, in the story of Clifford Franklin.
You know what I mean? Just, hey, let it hang out.
Oh man, he's a savage. He's a savage.
I got a microphone for you.
That's so funny. Danny Bateman, he wasn't having that. He walks by and pushes him into the fucking locker.
You ain't shit.
Yeah. Oh man. And man, I'm really excited for, I guess I don't know what to be excited for the silver screen breakdowns for Lightning and
I mean, I like that. I don't know what to expect. That's why I'm glad we're doing this, because for the longest I'm like what is he into? You know, I know we've always talked about like what we were into outside of like movies, actually, like getting to know each other. And like, yo, actually, what movies did you fucking with? You know what I mean? Yeah. I know you were on some other shit. And when he said The Deer Hunter, I had heard of it, never watched it, never knew it was about, you know, the war per se. Really dark. Didn't even know fucking what's his name. When you guys said who was in it, I was like, oh, sick.
Yeah.
And like fucking Bobby and Watkins. What?
Yeah.
And I call him Bobby like I know him.
And so yeah, I don't know what to expect about that movie, but I'm really excited about watching Ready Player One again. I really like that movie.
I gotta watch it again.
And it's I I mean, shit, it's how I feel like the world is going to be in like literally like 20 years. Like they predicted it's like 1945 or 2045 or some shit like that. Like we're already getting closer to there with the metaverse and all that shit.
I just like the world when we was out there in the world.
And Tino said Ready Player One, dope. Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Like I used to play outside with my kids. Now the kids got the outside app. What is going on? They're outside in fucking Roblox.
Oh man. Oh, nice. Tino said Ready Player One, the first Audible I ever bought. Nice.
Cool.
Oh shit. Peacock said his cousin Austin Gorg was the art director on Ready Player One. We gotta get him for like a little Ming Shift interview that we can like add to this somehow. That'd be cool.
Have his people call our people.
And Derek, he said now they outside on roadblocks.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Noble's been he's been hella busy now because now he's got karate, he's got baseball, and then he's got this like I don't even know what the hell it's called. It's pretty it's every Tuesday. It's like this place. It's called Kids Town, and yeah, so he's got that like every
jumpers
Tuesday.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Bouncing
we haven't even gone to the tramp zone, the trampoline zone in a minute.
The tramp zone.
Totally.
I'm very immature.
Totally the tramp zone.
I mean, you live in Vegas. It's like, I'm like, damn, man, where you taking the man? He's like, you're gonna become a man today. No more. Yes, Derek, you're terrible, Bogey. Yes, I know. He's at the tramp zone. That's where my mind went. I was like,
nice. Peacock, so I'll see if I can get in touch with him, let him know. That'd be super cool, man. Doesn't even have to be anything super lengthy, could just be like a 15, minute interview. And maybe we add that, just into the show somewhere. That'd be super cool.
No, but hey, that's really dope though. You got to keep the kids active. You know what I mean? Like it's what was it? I mean, like, see, it's kind of the things. This is terrible, but like, you know what I mean? Like I remember I had this apartment complex I was living at, right? And then like we had like a swimming pool there and a little gym. So like every day and you know how effective commercials are? Like, like fast food commercials are very effective with me. You know what I mean? Like that Cam Newton commercial back in the day, the Play 60 NFL, right? Make sure you get the kids out 60 minutes a day. You know what I mean? Play 60. It was like this whole NFL campaign. So like every day I got my little one out. You know what I mean? This is my oldest when she was like 5. You know what I mean? And then, you know what I'm saying? And then like, then even when my second one was born, you know what I mean? And then, I take them out to the pool or the playground and the other one's in the stroller. And then like here comes the terrible part. Cause I might've been allegedly like walking down the block, see the homie, do one of those, you know what I mean? Just trot along. Had the liquor store right there. So everything was in this vicinity. So we just walked everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? So we're always outside. And it was just a different world, bro. Way before like the homeless really took over. Like, and that was only 10 years ago. Yeah, because my second oldest is 10 now. You know what I'm saying? That was like 10 years ago, bro. No, and then like, I swear to God, like, it's like, you go back there now, it's like overrun with homeless. It's like, I was living in the woods. Tino knows where that's at. It's like off of Capitol and Capitol Expressway and Andrew Hill, right? So it's like right by the movie theaters, like the drive-ins. So it was really fucking tight living in that area. And I'm from the east side, so this is like where the east meets the south. You know what I mean? Yeah. So even when I first moved there, it's like, this is kind of cool. I'm walking around, no one really fucking knows me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was living in the hood, I'm pushing the baby around. I see like my uncle saying, "What are you doing with the baby out here?" Like, relax, man. Trotting along.
PBN Waver said my son is starting basketball this year. He's pumped. Hell yeah, man.
Nice. Yeah, PB, how old's your son? He's a teenager, right? Or he's like something like that? Or is he younger, way younger? I might be confusing him with Bake's kid.
And Peacock said my other cousin, Lady Lottie something Gonzalez, said her name is credited on Fortnite Mobile. Oh shit. So I have no idea what she did on it though. I mean, either way, she's probably getting hella paid.
I mean, I hope she was smart to take some back end and not like whatever the money up front, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then she's still getting paid. That Fortnite went crazy. But my cousin, my cousin Mike, Yeah, peace out. Oh, he said peace?
No, he said any Stroud news. I said no Stroud news as of now.
I got Davis Mills, though. Crispy. In the 13.
Taco cheese, what up? He said, I have Jones and Eckler as my RBs. They're both probably not going to play. Who do I start? Dylan, Kelly, Zach Moss, Kyren.
He needs 2.
Yeah, I'll go Dylan.
Dylan and Kelly.
I'm going Dylan and Moss versus that Houston.
Oh, yeah, damn. Oh, shit, hold on.
Oh, there we go. The news on Peacock. Stroud limited in practice. Right shoulder list is questionable. Yeah, that was yesterday. And Zeb, what up, what up? Traded away Kyren Williams, Brian Robinson, a 26 first, 26 second for JSN, Keenan Allen, James Cook, Dynasty 12-man. I'm in a win now team. I got the JSN side. Yeah, I like it. I like it. And Sackler probably going to be out. Go with Kelly, Monty, James Cook. I'll go with Monty. Then Zeb said Tannehill, Wilson, or Mac Daddy Jones. Come on, man. We're going with the McCorkle Jones. And what'd Bake say? Never saw that one. Said thought it was like a first-person video game movie. No, it's not even a first person because, like, I mean, you're watching his character and everything. But yeah, they're pretty much the whole movie is like everybody in the world pretty much like plays this game, and it's like the metaverse, and you're inside, you know, pretty much like a video game universe. And nobody can figure out. There's like 3 keys that you got to find, and like it's so hard that like nobody can even figure out like nobody can. There's a race that they have to do to get the first key, and like they've been doing this race forever, and nobody can beat the race. So nobody's even gotten the first key, and then it just goes from there. Crispy said I have Mills too. The Wolfman. Let's get it on. Got them both, huh? And Zeb said Vikes the worst team in the NFL currently. Skull. Let's go Vikings. Still been great for fantasy. Sorry guys for anybody who cheers for them in real life. And Joe said the book is so good, explains everything so much better. Man, I might have to get the Audible book in the meantime. I mean, we're doing that movie in like 2 weeks on the 29th of the month. And yeah, this week coming up, we got Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, Clint Eastwood flick that Nelly recommended. And Will said Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, and McLaurin for Derrick Henry. I have Eckler, Pollard, and Olave. Yeah, that's so much.
That's hella for one Derrick Henry.
Yeah. He is about to eat on the Chargers, though. Chargers can't really stop the run too well.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll take Terry McLaurin and something else. See if I can get Henry plus something like lower.
PB and Waivers said watch the Vikings go 8-9. I mean, they might. Anything's possible. I mean, shit, they're 1-1 right now, right?
What if they go like 4 weeks?
Or no, 0-2, right?
I mean, okay. All right. Crazy talk. Ready for this one? This is not even my idea, but I'm just putting some logic to this idea that I thought was preposterous. Because I heard someone saying, what if the Jets trade for Cousins? I'm like, why the fuck would they do that?
Yeah.
Right? Then it's like, okay, maybe the Jets are stringing together a couple wins here. Get to week 6. They're like 3-3 or 2-3, or maybe, you know, they get to they're going into week 7 and they're at 500. They're at 3-3. They're
what
like,
up, Titans?
What up, Titans? And they're like, okay. And then on the flip side, here's 0-6 Vikings, right? Maybe they move Cousins for the duration of this last year on his contract.
I mean, whatever it is, it would just be like a year thing, no matter how you slice it.
Because then they would have Rodgers still next year.
Yeah.
And like,
Yuck in the house. What up, Yuck?
What up, Yuck? I mean, I guess it's not so crazy, but I don't know. I just like, who do the Vikings got on their schedule coming up? I know it's going to lighten up at one point or another.
Yeah.
Like, they shouldn't have dropped that to the Buccaneers. I think that's where everyone's like shocked. They're like, oh my God, they suck. They're going terrible. You know what I mean? And it's like, I mean, they had an easy ass schedule last year and they just dominated it. Their defense was still bad, maybe even looked worse this 2 weeks so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Joe, he said the crazy thing about Ready Player One is China is making homes that stack on each other and the world is going on the internet, just like the book. Crazy.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the greatest literatures are written by time travelers anyway. Went back in time and wrote the book. Make sure it happens.
And Steven Spielberg directing it.
Insane. Yeah, you gotta love Steven Spielberg.
And Tina said you can't just trade a QB like that. He said he doesn't get the playbook. It takes too much time. They're committed to Zach.
But see, it's Nathaniel Hackett over there, right? And he's playing under Kevin O'Connell now, Cousins. But Cousins also played under Sean McVay, and he's also played under Shanahan. The guys who wrote those systems, like that Matt LaFleur, that Nathaniel Hackett ripped off from Matt LaFleur, who ripped off from Shanahan. You know what I mean? Kevin O'Connell ripped his shit off from Sean McVay. Cousins is going to fit right in there. That's why this makes sense, too, on top of all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you would have to have Minnesota fucking out of here.
Yeah.
They need to be out of there, and the Jets need to be in it somehow in that super deep AFC. It's not just deep in their own division. You know what I mean? What's their division right now? Everybody's 0-1 except for the Dolphins.
And Frank on Patreon, what up, bro? He said pick 2: Mixon, Cooper, Garrett Wilson, Josh Kelly. I'm gonna go Wilson and Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper on a Monday and Garrett Wilson. Yeah, Cooper's gonna get Patrick Peterson. They're gonna be like the two old guys, put them on each other. No, serious.
It is gonna be like that.
It's gonna be interesting. I like watching matchups like that though, because it's like with two guys that got their technique down. You know what I mean? Wily old veterans. I'm with you though. I can't get away from Garrett Wilson. It's too much of a high upside play, bro.
And Yak said he's getting stoned with his girl waiting on the Colorado game. Man, well, you guys might be able to get stoned, fall asleep, and then wake back up, right? Because the game's on at like 7 to 9 or some shit.
Not just get stoned all the way till then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though. Man, I mean, playing all the way at night. I mean, 10 p.m.
Roll something up, actually.
Right? 10 p.m. Eastern is when they're going on. Yeah.
I mean, it's a Saturday night game, bro. Motherfuckers got to party all day.
Hell yeah.
Pat McAfee and them out there. I'm about to watch their coverage later.
Yeah, it was cool. It was yesterday anyways. So yeah, and got to see a little bit more of how McAfee acts when he's on ESPN, and then and then he keeps it like normal, when they're not on the ESPN.
I mean, he was really good on the WWE commentating, where you have to be PG and kind of over the top-ish, and he's just made for it.
Yeah.
I remember the first one I saw, I swear to God, like, because this is during COVID, I was already doing podcasts and stuff like that. And then it was one of his first ones, one of his first joints. I ain't never seen this one. It's from like years before, where he's just sitting down with Beast Mode. They're in British Columbia.
Okay.
And they're hella lit, you know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, I'm here with Beast Mode. And we just had some vitamins outside. And he's like, Beast Mode's laughing. And they just have a dope ass conversation. I was like, that's what I want to do. Like, I just want to like smoke and chop it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I guess Joe Rogan's already been doing that forever, but it's like, it's tight. I like doing shit that I would listen to or watch or, you know what I mean? Or recommend.
Yeah, I always wanted to do like interviews and stuff. That's because that would be like the most like if I was searching for a podcast, it would be like searching for some cool interview. You know, like whatever shows I would listen to on a regular basis, it would be whatever. Maybe there'd be an interview here or there, but that was always the coolest part of the podcast to me. It's like not a bullshit 5 or 10 minute interview, you know, where like they're being PC for the cameras because it's gonna be on cable or whatever. But it's actually a conversation where motherfuckers could get real.
Yeah, I remember I was doing this shit called Playmaker AF, right? And so I was just bringing, because I know hella artists, I know hella fucking producers. So I was just running through the whole label, and then my homies they got a label too. So I just run through hella artists interviewing, and like wherever they're at, they're getting turned with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those were done because it was like the height of quarantine, and so motherfuckers just in the studio. I'm in the studio on my end, and I was only audio. But I was doing the thing where everyone just joined on the Facebook, the FaceTime thing.
Yeah,
and
okay.
I run the audio straight to the Pro Tools. So my earlier joints, it was only audio, but stupid clean. Like how my music is clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stupid clean. And I swear, people, just that alone, people thought I was like, oh shit, this is like some professional sounding shit, man. I'm like, duh. That's why I did podcast is already something I already know how to do. It's just audio. Once I got into the video shit, and I realized how like, oh, it gets a little pricey when you want to do it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least back then. So I was like, I'll just stick to audio. Pumping out mad volume too when you do audio, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mad volume.
Nice. You actually about to dab up on some snow runs. I like it.
Nice. Yeah, that runs. It's funny, huh? When I first hear about runs, I don't know, maybe 2019, maybe.
Yeah.
And then now it's like there's all kind of runs, white runs, pink runs.
Man, and the dude, and I don't know if he's the necessarily the dude that invented it, but he's definitely like the face of their brand. And when we were at the Hall of Flowers, and
he's a Filipino dude, right?
Nice black dude.
Oh, okay,
I mean, I know there's multiple, but this was just one of them. I guess.
The Runs crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, because they do got a Filipino dude in there too.
Yeah, I don't know everyone that's in there because I know.
Yeah, but they're called the Runs crew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's them.
Yeah,
that's really them.
Yeah,
they're the originators.
Yep. And so yeah, just everybody like, man, because I don't really know who's who, you know, amongst these people.
But it's funny because Hess knows them like you would see like a rapper or like a athlete, right? He's like, oh shit, that's such and such for the Runs crew. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because you'd be telling me who the hell everyone is, and people are just losing their shit, you know, to get a chance to take a picture with them or like whatever.
I remember we were in town, right? Remember he goes, hey, everybody, get in a picture. Take a picture with this dude. And he's like, Bogard. He's like Bogey, this whoop. And then I'm shaking hand to it. And then you know, I'm chopping it up with a guy. You know, just like some small talk. Hey man, what's up, man? You having a good time? You want some shrooms? I said, nah, man, I'm cool. And then he goes like this right to my ear. That's Biggie Small's son. So I immediately, oh shit, bro, your dad's a fucking legend. Oh shit, bro, your fucking dad is a legend, bro. Oh my god, rest in peace to the legend, bro. Yeah, man. He's like, you get that all the time, huh? He's like, oh yeah. I probably irritated him right there, but I was like, wow, you was on the cover, B. You were the man. You were on the cover of the Ready to Die album, bro.
I mean, shit, he got to play his dad in the Notorious movie.
Like what, the younger version of him?
Yeah, like the kid version of Biggie. Yeah, and he had to audition and everything. He said Mom Dukes was not just giving him that job. He had to learn the lines. He had to get the isms down, you know, and everything.
Okay, this is not the first time I met him too, but the first time I didn't even actually meet him. So we're in LA. We're at some studios. Like, I was in Studio City. Right. And it was tight because we went to the studio. This is how hoes we were, man. We're some hoes for this one, like, but also in the right way because like my man's a producer, so he's like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the studio, bro, with Dom." I said, "Oh, word?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "They're supposed to have Justin Bieber over there." Whoa, let's fucking go. We go, and he was there in some other studio that no one can get near and shit like that.
Yeah.
So we're in the studio, right? And you know, so we're just recording, fucking around, right? And fucking the studio is like, you know, there's studio A, B, C. It's like, oh, there's a gang of studios in this little building, right? And then like when you're walking through the little hallways, You know what I'm saying? I see the other homie, one of the other engineers that we fucked with, right? And we're chopping it up, and he's like, "Hey, look at this dude in here, bro. He's like, check him out." And so you can see from the window, you know what I mean? Like in the hallway, like in directly into the joint. This dude recording this little kind of, little chunky, little heavy set, little pudgy little kid, right? You know what I'm saying? And then when he comes out, you know what I'm saying? When they leave, he's with like a bunch of dudes and shit. And he goes, "That was Biggie Small's son." I go, "Oh, word." And I remember too, because before that, he's like, "What you think, man?" And I'm like, "He's kind of whack." I didn't know who he was though. You know what I mean? And I just walk down the hallway, and then they all leave and shit. And then like, dude was like, "Oh yeah, that was Biggie Small's son." I was like, "Word, what the fuck?"
Yeah, recently it was. I went to a show,
but he's dope now. I've heard some of his shit now. He's dope.
Well, I mean, it's different when you start, for sure. When you're getting started,
and like like for what it's worth, like he's not. I mean, yeah. Go ahead and continue. Actually,
when I was at this cannabis event, it was Lil Easy who was out there rapping.
Oh yeah. I remember you sent the footage of that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's tight. Did he do some of his dad's joints?
Yeah. They did the what's it called?
Cruising down the street.
Yeah, the Boys in the Hood shit. Yeah.
Slap in the house. Went to the park to get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there cold shooting some hoops.
Like you don't even have to do anything. Just cover easy songs. Like people would love you forever.
I mean, it's better than the hologram.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what's sad? That's probably the only way he's getting money off the Easy name, bro.
Maybe, right?
I mean, like what he should do is like
he got screwed on a lot of the royalties and shit like that, right?
Because the wife, whatever it was, remember Easy gets married, right? To whatever her name was.
Yeah.
And the label that just kind of goes, she becomes proprietary, right? Or whatever the term is.
Okay.
The proprietary owner. I don't know. She takes over everything, takes over the entire estate, takes over the label. And then she don't know what the fuck she's doing. But then also too, didn't give none of the kids none on any of the breakdowns. Like, whatever lawyer came in, just totally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even like Busy Bone, right? You ready for this? I've seen a million interviews. Because there was a point where like Busy, he went off the rails from Bone, right?
Okay.
Like super off the rails. Because of for whatever it may be, right? But so Crazy Bone, he tells the story. And because Crazy Bone and Busy Bone, they put an album out, a tag album, probably like, I don't know, 6 years ago. And it was just called Bone, right? Bone Thugs, not Bone Thugs and Harmony, right? And then, so he's like, "Oh, so you guys still a group?" He's like, "Oh, hell yeah." He's like, "Me and Busy, we just got together." And he's like, "Oh, what happened there?" Busy was gone for a while. He's like, "Oh, man." He's like, Busy was wilding. He's like, he came up one day, was like, "We need to kill her."
Damn.
Easy's wife. Because they're getting shafted. Like, they're getting shoved for a while. If you remember, like, Bone was on fire, and then like they were dropping like singles here and there, but then they didn't drop another album until I don't know, 98, 99.
Okay.
Yeah, the Art of War album, I think it was. And then they came out with like a greatest hits, where they had like a couple new songs on there. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, this shit was funny. Because he was like, "Let's kill her." Like, he was dead ass serious. "We're gonna kidnap her, kill her, we're gonna make her fucking give us over, we're gonna kill her." And they're like, "Nah, bro." And so they just all kind of distanced themselves from him. And then luckily, eventually he came to his senses and was like, "Okay, I'll play ball." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how it was back then. You might sign like a 5-album deal, bro. They can just drop you, and you can't go anywhere else because they own you. You got to change your name. You got to do all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Titan said, "Pace on the Vikings, bringing back the old school. Look what that neck roll said. He's a bad man." He's tight.
Yeah, don't kill him now, Titan.
I'm curious what kind of
kill him.
I'm curious what kind of snaps Pace played. I swore we looked before, but I can't remember what it was. Let's see.
I know we
79. So it went from 68 last week to 79 this week.
And that defense was on the field a ton too.
And Asamoah actually jumped up in percentage used from 3% to 18%. Still didn't do anything.
Yeah, maybe they'll make the switch on the starters now, just for what is it called? For Ivan's sake.
Yeah. Man, fucking Amari Cooper, he's on the injury report for Monday Night Football. Today's their Friday.
It's weird they eventually switched Cedric Tillman to the backup for Moore now, and if it would be Marquise Goodwin, apparently.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one that actually came in after Cooper, and then when you look on any depth charts now, it's Goodwin after Cooper.
Marquise Goodwin, huh?
Yeah, I guess you have to wait down a Cooper. You know what I mean? There is a pivot, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's ugly. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Terrible.
And Titan said The Rock showed up to the Colorado game in a jersey that looked like he was meant for for a guy bogey size. Got to show off those guns.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He got those pectoral implants for a reason, right?
You know, it was funny when they were talking about the gym because Pat McAfee had to ask him about his gym time and what that meant to him and all that. And Rock was like, "Yeah, but you get in the gym though too, right?" He's like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "What do you work on?" He's like, "I work on my arms. That's it." So I can't be out here in tank tops.
Tank tops.
Being a douchebag and not getting to the gym though.
That's funny. I mean, The Rock, because like when I was like following him and during quarantine, it'd be like 4 a.m, like West Coast time. He's in there.
Yeah.
All right, but then it started to turn into like, all right, just finished the workout. Like, you don't even know if he did. He just has a towel. Just finished the workout. Tear him on an hour. You know what I mean? Then it turned to a lot more of those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's also just because they make fun of him saying that he has pec implants. So I'm like, he don't even work out. He just has the implants. It was kind of weird though. It's almost like he's like wears like a waist trainer or something because this motherfucker looks like his waist is small these days, and he's like the Samoan Johnny Bravo for real, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man, what
the cartoon?
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo could not get any bitches out.
Nah.
Poor Johnny Bravo.
And Joe says, Calvin Austin going to be a thing? Anyone think? Not really. I mean, he got a couple of targets last week. So, I mean, it just depends on how long Deontay Johnson's out. Whatever it is, I feel like it's going to be fluky either way.
In a 3 wide receiver set, he plays the third out wide, right? He plays opposite of whoever's out wide on the other side. I don't think they'll put him in a slot much. I think that's Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's A-Rob.
Yeah.
And then, be opposite Pickens would be
Calvin Austin got 56% of the snaps, and we don't really know how much came before or after Deontay Johnson went out.
Deontay Johnson went down like early in the second. So
Robinson and Pickens, I mean, they were on the field 89% of the time. So, I mean, you just know those guys are going to be on the field a lot no matter what.
Hell yeah.
And Titan said he outsnapped Asamoah. Yeah, he's outsnapped him in both games.
Yeah.
Ivan.
He did it all in 4-day spans.
Yeah. Will, what up? He said, who should I start PPR, Montgomery or Jamal Williams? I'm on the Monty side.
Yep. Against Seattle. Jamal kind of sucks, huh?
Yeah.
He's not crying enough, man.
Nah, because he's got to get in the end zone. If he's not getting in the end zone, it really just doesn't matter.
He feels the joy, huh? Gets in the end zone, feels the joy, he cries. When he doesn't get in the end zone, he feels the pain, he cries. He's just always crying, brother. Everyone's so confused.
But don't get it twisted. Still got some dog up in there.
Dog in me. Roof, roof. Don't get it twisted. Big dog, roof.
Austin said, is everyone overhyping Puka? He didn't practice all week and he's hurt. Bad matchup this week.
Does Titans have Puka anywhere?
I'm sure he does.
Because then he's fucking amazing, dude. Like, I really admire the power that he wields. If he has Puka at least one place, right? He kills
Titans is in so many leagues. He's got everyone everywhere, damn near.
Right it all.
And let's see. What is this? Sicko, what up? Said non-PPR start 1 in the flex. Mostert, Dalvin Cook, Zay Flowers, Trey Burks. I'm going Flowers.
Give me Zay.
What up, Frank? He said Chase Young is back. He said stash in what IDP leagues?
Nice.
I mean, he's not going to be available in any. Well, actually, I don't know if you're in any Hustler Dynasty leagues, but yeah, I mean, Chase has never really been. He's been a big disappointment.
I mean, it's funny too because how polarizing his rookie year was. That's what people's chasing, really.
Yeah.
And then, then it's a realistic chance that he's not even at a full snap count week with the first week back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is playing against resting them, and it doesn't really, even though they improve that offensive line. I mean, Max Crosby and them was still getting back there. You know what I mean? Last week against Russ. So I mean, yeah, and don't hurt my Russ. Chase Young.
And what is this? Kayoko said, should I start Ayuk or Dylan? I'm just gonna start Ayuk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sitting Ayuk. I'm just everyone we're playing him.
Yep.
And Titan said I do have Puka. Picked him up on waivers last week in 2 leagues. There we go.
And then in the middle of the week, he gets an abdominal. He's amazing. You even heard him in practice, bro. I'm telling you, I admire the power he wields. With that much power, it's great responsibility. You know what I mean?
Give me the power, I beg of you. Oh, man. Paradox, GG, what up? He said pick 2 RBs in a flex. Javante, Jamal, Kelly, DJ Moore, Michael Thomas, and Algier. DJ Moore are in for me. So you need one more running back.
Maybe Javante or Kelly for me. Probably Javante for the touchdown upside because they were giving it to him down there in the red, but they were literally using 3 guys. And then Kelly because he's going to get all the work, but it's a bad matchup.
Damn it, Stefanski said that Cooper aggravated an injury and had to leave practice. What a bitch.
Today's their Friday. Today's their Friday as well. So this is that last practice. You know what I mean?
Take Cooper out everywhere until further notice. It's not fucking good. Fucking injuring it on a Friday.
You know, I hope this helps us with Elijah Moore now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope so. Not good for Watson. Losing Cooper, losing the O lineman. Fuck. Stay healthy. Because Vision said, what 3 should I start? Pittman, Shaheed, Pickens, Nuka, Watson, Tutu, McLaurin. I'm going to start Pittman, Pickens.
Pickens, McLaurin for me.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going also.
Man, it's crazy that Tutu might get like 11 targets go like 11 for 40 or something.
AJ in the house. What up, bro?
What up, AJ?
Hudson in the house. He said PPR looking for a flex. Monty Puka. Which J Will is this? Jamal Williams, I'm assuming, or London. Give me Monty.
Yep. Safe.
Buffet boy in the house. Shout out to our man Gary. What's going on, bro?
What up, Gary? How you doing, brother?
You macking on the buffets right now in Vegas? Did you make it back already?
Oh yeah, he goes all the time, right?
Yeah, you say he goes like 4, 5, 6 times a year, like some crazy shit like that. I like it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, before like quarantine, that was the routine. You know what I mean?
Make the moves.
Because it's so cheap to go. And then like we had like my parents, they've been gambling there for like 4 decades. You know what I mean? They got diamond memberships. So I always get rooms. Me and my dad have the same name. So a lot of times I used to get away with it. Like without having, then when my dad lived there, it didn't matter. Like book me a room. Because then they started saying like, oh, that person has to be present now. Like, And then they see mine has the junior on it. Like, oh, this says junior. Like, Because before it was all day, bro. Anywhere you got diamond membership, you get, and then or I can get a regular room and then upgrade it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he says he's not coming back until March. Okay, maybe you should come back for the Super Bowl. We're planning on hosting the 420 crew party again.
It'd be dummy expensive. That's the thing.
Yeah, we'll see. We got to get a bunch of people there, and
no, I mean, like if people, it'd be cheaper for people staying with us. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I mean. Yeah. And AJ said, ugly one. Gallup, Juju, Mostert, JSN. Start one. Last flex. Probably Mostert. This is really ugly.
It'd be I mean, I don't know what was going on with Juju. I don't know what the fuck that was. But then also, there's.
It legit might take. I mean, remember last year with Juju? We didn't really like him until kind of like the middle of the season. You know, it's like he's finding his groove. They start utilizing him more and getting him a lot of shit. Might be like something like that this year where New England doesn't really use him that much.
This is what I had a thought one time, right? I'm like, okay, well, if Gesicki's not really a thing, but then they're talking about they want to go to their base package with like 12 personnel with Henry and Gesicki. But like I said, if Gesicki's not a thing, they could use Juju like that, like how the Chiefs were using him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Chiefs would like show a 12 personnel look, but it'd be like Kelsey as the tight end for real, and then Juju's the one in the slot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the one, or even like they even had him lying close to the line. Like they were doing all kind of shit with him, but it didn't. You're right. It didn't come till like into the middle of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not even like 6 or 7 or whatever. He started getting like the solid target floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was like a 7 or 8 week stretch, like when it happened.
Where he's getting like no less than 9 targets.
Yeah.
And like, but here comes Kendrick Bourne, does all that shit that I remember for years I've been trying to get Juju in New England, bro. Just so he could be that slot guy, because they love their slot guys there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like no matter who the coordinator is. You know, so but then I guess Kendrick Bourne identity. Just killing it.
Oh yeah.
I'll go and for his question, I mean, it was Gallup, and you said Mostert, huh?
Yeah.
They are bend don't break. They'll let them run, get everything underneath. I guess I'm with you. Touchdown upside too.
Man, the shit sucks. In one of the dynasties, I have Aaron Jones and Austin Eckler as my 1 and 2 RBs.
So who are you gonna have to throw in?
Fuck. I mean, as of right now, I threw in Gus Edwards. And then it's probably going to be Charbonnet or A-Chain.
A-Chain.
And man, fucking sucked. I didn't even realize I had Goddard. I put Goddard on the bench over here, and then he does good.
What's the
format?
What league is that one?
Number 7.
Oh shit! I have Josh Kelly over there.
I caught the dub last week, and I'm going against Crispy this week. He's got Patrick Mahomes, so man.
But he kind of traded away a lot of his team to get Mahomes, right? Is that? Do I remember that correctly?
I'm pretty sure.
You just might pull this one
off. He's got P. Ryan. He's got P. Ryan and Pierce over there as his RBs. Tony Reynolds and Judy as his wide receivers. Guy Moore, Calvin Austin, and Kincaid as his flexes. Either way, I like my chances, but it sucks when your 2 RB spots are like might be the weakest 2 spots on your entire team. Big said, I'm your Huckleberry Huss. I got RBs for sale. All right, let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's get a trade going on Saturday, right?
Yeah. He's got Bijan and Derrick Henry over there. He's got Algier in the flex.
He goes straight to the starting lineup. He's like,
well, I mean, I'm looking at the backup lineup. Like, I don't want Justice Hill or Jordan Mason or Kevin Harris or Dearness Johnson, Zamir White. I mean, getting guys like that do me no good. Yeah, you let me know what out of those running backs are you willing to even move on right now? Are you trying to move out on a guy like Henry because he's getting old? But yeah, very, very curious of what you're thinking over there. But I got picks, I got IDPs, I got players that we can get in the mix here. And yeah, Buffet Boy said stupid expensive. Hell yeah, that's why we're getting the whole big Airbnb and another 420 crew mansion, just like we had last time. And so that's what we got to get. We got to get more people to stay with us, kind of how we did it there. Keep everything, for the most part, just under that roof. People can still go do whatever they want. But I mean, it was dope. Nobody had to think about food. Nobody had to think about drinks, the entire time. Just everything was there. And Tomas, yeah, we just talked about it before you jumped on here. Cooper aggravating his groin today. They play on Monday. It ain't good. He's probably not going to play. And even if he plays, it probably
all you crazy Njokuers out there, maybe this helps him out. Or maybe it's secret low-key Harrison Bryant.
Yeah, maybe Harrison Bryant gets another touchdown.
I mean, it's ugly. Just saying. And also, don't fuck with any of those options. And if you're, when you re-aggravate something and it's Cooper, the pooper scooper, this is why he's the pooper scooper, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like you just scooped up a piece of shit. Now he's on the Browns. It's fitting. Last year, he actually gave me some faith in a little bit because he actually played an entire season. And like on a per game basis, he was good. Because before, the old Amari Cooper is like big game here, bad game, big game here.
Yeah.
Terrible. You know what I mean? Terrible.
Another huge game, insane huge
big game there. Then you look at it, he had 1,000 yards. You know what I mean? That was Amari Cooper, the boober scooper.
Yeah. And Emil said, would you trade Garrett Wilson straight up for Mike Williams? No way.
Fuck no.
No way. There's just way more value on Garrett Wilson. He said, or would you try to get more? I mean, if you're trying to move off of Garrett Wilson, you still want to sell him high.
Yeah. He's still coming off of a touchdown game. People just love that.
Yeah.
You don't do that for Mike Williams.
Yeah. I mean, look, Mike Williams already got hurt in the first game. That's another thing. Like, already got hurt.
Simmons is old.
Simmons is old.
And Hudson said time to bail on Alexander Madison. I mean, he's had his one mediocre game in his bad games. That means a good game's probably coming, right? Because like he always has like
who they playing?
They are playing the Chargers.
There you go. There's a bounce back spot.
Yeah.
Buy really, really low on Madison.
And I guess we don't really know how bad the Chargers are.
I would take Mike Williams. I'll take Mike Williams and trade him for Alexander Madison right now.
Yeah, we don't really know how good or bad the Chargers run D is because Miami doesn't run at all. So I mean, we'll really get a test. How do they hold down Derrick Henry?
Oh no!
What?
When they play the Vikings, Eric Kendricks in a revenge narrative.
Fuck, he's not gonna play this week.
No, but I'm saying against the Vikings next week.
No, I hope he gets back by next week.
Right? In a revenge narrative.
What if he just?
And come on, Derrick Henry's about to run. Derrick Henry's about to run down their throat, bro. Come on. Derrick Henry's about to run down their throat. That's all they got.
AJ said Jamal or Sanders.
Sanders.
Yeah. Austin said you guys like Al Boo Boo rest of the season. Yeah, because they're gonna run it a lot. They got a great line.
Yep. But it's gonna be a game script thing. If you in your mind have Atlanta beating up on Green Bay, you should expect another big game from Al Boo Boo. If you think that Green Bay is gonna win this game, I think we should expect a bigger Bijan game. But both of them are gonna get in the mix. I just think it's gonna be a game script, hot hand approach thing every week.
And Gary Buffet Boy said pick 2: Garrett Wilson, Kyle Pitts, Boyd, Justice, or Sky Moore. Justice Hill. I mean Garrett Wilson for sure.
Garrett Wilson and Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Tyler Boyd. They're secondary for the Ravens, all banged up. And Bakes, don't forget to send me a trade over there. I want to see what you're interested in. And One Nation said, you think Tennessee's second year linebacker Jack Gibbons is rosterable? Yeah, I guess it just depends on how deep the league is.
He's Okay, look at this. Monty Rice, he was supposed to be that dude. Jack Gibbons took over him.
Yeah.
And it's before they brought it out to my man Aziz Al Shair, I was getting a lot of Jack Gibbons and Monty Rice late, but people were getting Monty Rice before I could, so I ended up with a lot of Jack Gibbons in those dynasties. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, Zoo is starting Jack Gibbons against me this week in the Green Bowl because he's the starting MLB over there. You know what I mean?
He played last week 65% of the snaps.
Yeah, so he's still getting. I wonder. I got to rewatch that game. How much Tennessee was even on the field on defense? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Derek said the 420 mansion was lit. Literally, I mean, it was fully hotboxed at one point.
Allegedly.
And Super Saiyan said, "What the fuck? Cooper's gonna be out, man. Fuck." I'm not saying 100%, but it seems like that. I mean, he just aggravated his groin injury like right now, and unless you have a pivot in that Monday game, it's going to be tough to weight him down.
Pivot to Allen Robinson, maybe.
Bake said I might get talked into trading Henry for Eckler plus. Get out of here, man. Come on.
Hey,
Come on.
Listen, Eckler might have the dreaded high ankle, bro.
Yeah. This is why me and Bakes, I feel like we would never get trades done because like we're both trying to go for it right now. It's really hard for like 2 win now teams to like make trades because you're both trying to make win now like type moves.
And that's, to be honest with you too, that's why you see my concentrated trade efforts are in 2 times of the year. It's like right before the season starts, I go crazy. Oh, there's 3 times. Right after like draft season, you know what I mean? Like the actual draft, right?
Yeah.
People go crazy. And then then in the middle of the year, when the playoff picture starts to take shape in the league,
yeah,
you can see who's not in it no more. And then they'll come off of good starting players for early picks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Bogey even has any picks,
I don't have any in most of them. Like I said, I got to a point where it was a concentrated area, like in August, flipping shit.
But yes, that's the tough part. Like, I mean, 2 win now teams in Dynasty is tough to make trades.
One of the ones I sent out in August in League 13 that I just still had up was a Cooper Cup for a second. And out of nowhere, this guy just takes that, like, oh, shit's still up there. I wouldn't have done that yet. And I would have given like 3 through 7 or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He might have took that. He took my second. Like, damn, okay, well, I'll take Cooper Cup for a second. Fuck it. You know what I mean? That stashed him. But it was one of the ones I sent out in August when I was going crazy. Like, all right, let's buy all the Cooper Cups. I even said it on the show. You know what? Buy all the Cooper Cups right now. Like, and it's funny, like, even like just one point, like last off season, I was like, that was the time that I really went with the Kelsey rule. Like, okay, if I have Kelsey, don't trade him away. Everywhere I don't have Kelsey, keep trading for him. And I managed to come up on a good amount of Kelseys, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah, see, and even this Bakes, I wouldn't be trading a third for Justice Hill. And that's why when I looked at your team, I knew it was going to be tough because the only running backs that you have that I'd even be interested in are all your starters. So that's what's tough about that.
I could see him maybe moving in Algier, but it's like, you know what I mean? He's starting both of them. That's one of his starters.
Right. Yeah. So that's what's tough there. Like, yeah, Algier, if he's on the table for something, but even then, like, what is he going to want? Like, really that much, for
him?
He
traded for Bijan in here, right?
I can't remember. You might be right. You might be right.
I have the makeshift team of all makeshift teams. My team's almost like legitimately like my starting roster on offense. They're all traded for, except for Kelsey. I drafted him actually in this one. Every single one of them are traded for. My QBs, everything. Like it's crazy. This team has been transformed 3 times over for real.
Yeah, I don't think I've made that many trades in this one. I mean, I just drafted pretty well. The defense.
No, yeah, because remember, this is the first one I ever did in this format.
For sure.
So ironically too, if I don't make all those trades, I'd be patient. I have a Burrow, Chase, Hurts, fucking Devontae Smith, Brandon Ayuk. Like, this is the original, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Travis Kelce, and then I had Mac Jones, Kirk Cousins. Like, it was crazy. Ben Roethlisberger. I was doing bogey things, right? And then all my defense that I waited on, Quentin Williams, Josh Allen, Fucking, I picked up Juwan Bentley like along the year. Cameron Curl with Jerry Seed, all these other guys I drafted. Like it was like they all ended up hitting the next year. You know what I mean? And then I had to just go crazy and trade for everyone else.
Yeah, and this one it was Eckler, Jones, and Diggs. Those guys carried me in this week, and Diggs really just came back with a vengeance on a Monday because I only won by 345 to 336.
A couple catches.
Yeah, I played Big Tens. And Joe said, should I drop Curtis Samuel for Allen Robinson? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah.
Do that.
Give me a hell yeah.
Couldn't find it. Took forever to find that shit.
It doesn't matter. We could wait like 3 minutes.
Zah said potentially bench Cooper. I'm moving to probably bench Cooper just because of when this happened. He said for Kirk, CJ Stroud. Oh shit, Superflex. Dobbs, Jamal Williams, James Conner.
What are we doing?
Might be Dubs. It's Dubs or Jamal Williams, I feel.
To sit?
No, to play instead of the Pooper Scooper.
I'll play Dubs.
Yeah.
I just love Dubs, so I might be wrong because it is going to be AJ Terrell. Do we have any status on Christian Watkins? Did they finally just rule him out? Because I don't think he's going to play.
They have
Christian Watson. I mean.
I think that's a tomorrow morning thing that we're looking for. Really, with all their guys. I mean, Quay Walker, Bakhtiari, Aaron Jones.
It's weird that Quay Walker hasn't been cleared yet.
Well, today would be the day, though, right?
Yeah. You're right. Saturday.
Yeah. So I don't know what time. I mean, shit, it's like noon. And I mean, because they usually have until 4:00, right? East Coast, some shit like that. I think that's the deadline.
Yep. So it'll be 1:00 West Coast time.
Yeah, it's a couple hours. Super Saiyan said Dotson, Drake, London, Elijah Moore, and Nico for the flex spot. Elijah Moore and Nico. And I'm leaning Elijah Moore.
Come on, Elijah Moore, you motherfucker. No Pooper Scooper. I'm excited for Elijah Moore. Let's fucking go.
Big BS said Mixon, Pierce, or Kelly. Sit one. Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly. You know what's interesting? It's still Kellen Moore. They're gonna bring another back up. It's gonna be Isaiah Spiller. That might be fucking annoying.
Yeah.
That's like a real thing. Like maybe, 10, 12 touches away from like what I want for Kelly.
I think this is a good time to wrap it up, just while we got to break in the questions and stuff. Almost 2 hours for the morning show. I like the Wednesday through Thursday morning shows because it's all about the questions and having fun and smoking a lot of weed in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And go subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. Make sure you hit the auto downloads on Apple, the Fantasy Football Hustler podcast and the Silver Screen Breakdowns podcast. We got the replacements. All those just got uploaded this week in each act. And then next week, it's going to be the Deer Hunter that's uploading. But if you go check it out on YouTube, it's there now. Just go to the Silver Screen Breakdowns YouTube channel and go check us out over there also.
Bang.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure
they remember forever the night they played the Titans.